And we are live, back inside the Million Stream once again. And of course, we are officially live on YouTube. I am your host of the Fighting Queens interviews. It is yours truly, Jake, not from State Farm. And today, I'm very excited because you know, if you guys saw my interview with Miss Desley Robinson, you know that we're trying to be able to interview women from outside of the U.S. And of course, we have another one in store for you. Please help me welcome in Miss Haley. How's it going, Miss Haley?
Thank you. Really well, thanks. Always well.
Well, so let me ask you this before we get started. How have things been going for you as of late?
Yeah, really good. I just came off that Australian title win a couple of months back. So, yeah, I've been having some downtime, and then obviously easing back into training and working on those things that I'd like to improve on.
Of course, let's go ahead and get things started. So we all get inspired by what we do best. Me when it comes to interviewing, you when it comes to fighting. So what inspired you to start fighting?
I initially got in it to support my brother, and then started training amongst everybody. And I think, yeah, I've always had that drive and that competitiveness to become a better version of myself in everything that I do. So, yeah, started it for fitness, and then I got asked if I wanted to fight, and then here I am 12 or so years later.
That's really awesome. And of course, another thing too is that when it comes to the training aspects, I mean, there's a lot of times where we love it, but at the same time, it can be the most difficult part. So from your perspective, what has been the hardest part about training?
Um, Prior to having my daughter, I would say that mentality sort of space. So 110% always in the physical sort of pushing ranks, but that mental, yeah, doing that sort of work because we are human. So there is times that we're going to doubt ourselves and certain circumstances. So definitely trying to keep myself above the line in that space. And then since having my daughter and coming back into the sport and joining the professional side of things as well, I would say that just trying to find that balance between, yeah, mum life, camp, being a single parent too. I would say that's definitely the most challenging side. I will happily get in there and train and do what I'm told in that space. Yeah, it's just that recovery and balance and that other sort of part.
Well, of course, another thing too is that when it comes to getting yourself ready for a fight, I mean, there's a lot of times where we got to stay focused on fight camp and got to get a chance to stay focused. But at the same time, we got to be able to get a chance to have a little bit of free time in between there. So, is there any certain things that you love to do outside of training or getting yourself ready for a fight?
Yeah, I love swimming in the ocean, being by the water. I love just putting on music and having a boogie with my darling daughter. I love, yeah, reading, writing, creating, like, yeah, artsy. And yeah, just being surrounded by wholesome people who see that part of where you're going and that journey and just being able to enjoy and have a laugh together, I think is really important.
It definitely is important for sure. And of course, another thing too is that when it comes to the sport, I mean, we're seeing women's boxing being elevated into such a very high level, especially in Australia. So how much does it mean to you the fact that we're seeing a lot of women from Australia getting some time to be able to get a chance to shine as far as the women's boxing scene?
Yeah, look, that's what I keep saying. This is my time. I don't think there's been as many doors opening as there has been, like it is now for women in this sport. So, yeah, I'm really grateful to be a part of it. And I really hope that I can, well, I know that I'll be able to climb and open more opportunities for the women and the girls coming through in this sport. So, yeah, it really is our time to shine and show why we should be here as well, even playing field.
And of course, another thing too is that you mentioned that you're a mother, of course. My question to you is, I mean, what's something that you would love to see your daughter to know as far as the boxing side of things? What's something that you want your little one to see while she watches her mom go out there and fight?
That you can do anything that you set your mind and heart to. So my messages have courage and take heart. So yeah, just taking whatever you want to do. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody, but you can go out there and achieve it, and you can make what you want for you to happen in this life. So don't doubt yourself and just put yourself out there.
And of course, another thing too is that do you kind of hope to inspire all moms out there to, for those who are trying to be able to get involved with something new, to say, hey, guess what? You can be both a mother and a badass at the same time. Do you ever kind of hope to inspire other moms to get involved with boxing?
Most definitely. I think, yeah, that's our superpower. As women, we're multidimensional. So I do truly believe that if you take those skills that we learn in motherhood and apply that what we want to do in our life as well, then we can be on a completely different level too. So yeah, just trying to break those, I guess, stigmas and things about like you're a mom. You know, you can be that, but you can also be whatever you want to be. So not just inspiring mums, but yeah, any girls that have that doubt, just to go out there and make it happen and give it a try.
And of course, this is definitely one of my favorite questions I love to get a chance to ask because you know, a lot of people understand the physical aspects as far as boxing, but a lot of people don't understand the mental aspects. So my question to you is, how much has boxing helped you out mentally?
Massively. Yeah, there was definitely a very dark time there during my 20s, I would say early 20s. And probably things that I have, yeah, stuffed down and not really dealt with. But boxing's given me that outlet to be able to express myself. And it's you versus you. So, you know, if you're storing something, it's going to come out and you're going to have to deal with that. And you can deal with that in a negative space, which I've done in the past, or you can really choose to transmute it and use it for something really, really great. Which, yeah, I love it. I can't thank boxing as a sport enough for where I am today.
It's so beautiful. And of course, for anybody that's watching this live or will watch this once when it gets posted, you know, I can tell you this though, when you get involved with the sport of boxing or fighting or whatever it is you want to get a chance to try, let me just tell you this though, from a interview's point of view, is that I struggle with depression, anxiety, and I'm currently even going to therapy at the moment. But let me tell you this though, you can be a boxer, you can be an interviewer, you can be anything that you want to be in the sport. But let me tell you this though. If you get a chance, just give it a try. Just give it a try. That's all you need to do. Then trust me when I tell you, your mindset will change more than you know. When you walk into any sort of gym, whatever it may be, kickboxing, boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, you name it. Let me tell you this though, if you're not being loved by your own family, guess what? That gym will become your own family.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that. Every gym that I've been into, and even now since having my daughter, like that's extended family, you know, you're always welcomed. And I've really, that's something that I've really noticed and observed as well along the way. There is so many different people from all different walks of life that are in a boxing gym. And that's the beauty. Like some have had easier roads, others have not. But at the end of the day, like you come in there and you are who you are, and like if you're a good person, like that's what takes you the furthest. And I do truly believe there is a lot of great people in this sport that want to see the best in others as well. It brings
And I
out that
definitely
best side of you.
go ahead, continue. My apologies for interrupting you.
You're right.
And of course, another thing too, and that this is something that I've always believed in, is that you know, if you're watching this and if you're struggling, first of all, for one, it's okay to not be okay. But number two, not everything is going to be bad. Let me tell you this though, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to be able to keep climbing just to be able to get that light.
Yeah, I agree. And I think putting yourself out there when you're not feeling the best as well, and putting yourself in a great group of human beings, they're always going to lift you up, and they're going to see that part in you that you're maybe not seeing as well. And that's what gives you that hope. That's what gives you those inspirations. And then, yeah, you're able to give back in a different way too once you've worked through those things. Like we are human and we all have different parts that we experience in life for different purposes, but that's it. Never seclude yourself. There's always somebody out there that's going to see you for who you are and that greatness within you. And then it's those seeds that you'll choose to water more and more. And the more you do that, you'll believe in yourself, and you just never know where you can end up or what you'll be a part of. But yeah, you'll be leaving something really beautiful behind in this world.
And this is definitely a very interesting question because I want you to think about everything that you have gone through to where you are today. If there was something that you could tell younger Haley as far as the life that she is about to have, what are some of the things that you want to tell Miss Younger Haley?
Yeah, I love this question. I do have a picture of little Haley, and sometimes I'll speak to that little girl as well because, yeah, it's just that always believe in yourself and always stay true to who you are. And I tell my daughter that same thing. Sometimes it's very hard to be a leader, right? It's very easy to follow. But I do believe if you stand true to yourself and those little unique parts, that's what makes you you, and that's what's going to get you the furthest in this life because you're being true, you're being authentic. So yeah, it's just that full circle, and I feel like I'm just coming back into those little parts of who Haley is. I'm like, damn, she's pretty funny. Like, she's fun to be around. So I would just say, yeah, don't try and change yourself to be somebody else. Really, really stick to your strengths and what makes you you, because we're all unique and we're all here for a purpose. So, yeah, don't strip away those things, just allow them to shine.
I definitely love that for sure. And of course, another thing too is that a lot of times boxing fans keeps an eye on focus on the American fighters, but yet people are starting to see that the Australian scene is ramping up. I mean, we're talking about Sugar Neeks and of course Leslie Robertson. So many females from Australia that are making an impact. How much does it mean to you the fact that you're seeing you know people from your own country be able to represent Australia in such a fantastic way, getting all these opportunities that they deserve.
Yeah, it's really great, and I love those two names that you mentioned as well. That's what when I first started at a gym, Sugar Nix was just kind of taking her pro, like stepping there. So I've done rounds with her. I've been in this game a very long while too, and the same with Desley. Like she came into a gym that I was in, and I've seen her from where she was to where she is now, and I'm like, I am so inspired by them. And I do believe that's kind of what allowed me to be like, yeah, I'm going to take this leap and I'm going to see what could truly be possible. If they can go all in, then I can go all in. So they're definitely paving the way and they're opening up those possibilities. And I just really hope they know how, when you don't know how much you inspire people, I really hope that they take a moment to give themselves that credit and be like, yeah, wow, I'm
And of course,
change making here for women in sport and women in sport in Australia.
and there's something that I've always wanted to get just talk to you about is that we're like I said before, we're seeing people from Australia coming over to the U.S. to fight. Is that a certain goal that you would love to get a chance to achieve, to get a chance to come to the States and fight?
Yeah, I've actually so I'm in the pro ranks, third professional fights, but I am looking at that amateur as well. So there's the Olympics LA 2028. So that's a possibility. But yeah, I do believe that you have to make changes and step outside where you are in order to grow. It doesn't happen in that comfort. It happens just outside of that. And I was at an event the other night, North Queensland Sports Awards, and Sam Thaiday, he spoke as well and shared a story. And he said, it's great and this will always be home. But in order to grow and in order to learn things from all different people, is you have to move. You have to take that leap of faith. And yeah, I love that because I do see myself on that world stage. I see myself on that MVP card. And yeah, really, really climbing like anything. The doorway is open.
I definitely do believe that the doorway is opening for you for sure. And of course, another thing too is that we're talking about the pro rings, we're talking about all these things that you've been going through. And of course, there's a lot of times where sometimes there's always I wouldn't say there's an easy fight, but then just that one fight that has helped you develop yourself. Do you ever kind of just look back as far as the tougher fights that have helped you get you to where you are?
Yeah, I do believe it's those tough times that allow you to dig down a little bit deeper in your own self. And you're like, if I can grow past that, then anything's truly possible. And I've like three professional fights. The first one I took, I didn't have even a coach in my corner, a cut man. It was just me. And someone was like, damn, like that's brave. And I'm like, I'm just here to see what I can do. And yeah. So that definitely built me and was like, I can go all the way with this. Yeah, I can do anything. I can achieve anything that I'm going to set my mind to. But now I'm at that, like, creating that really, really strong team. That's really important. And yeah, it's always the toughest times. Even when you reflect back on your own life, you're like, yeah, wow, that might have caught me for a little bit, but I don't regret any of those things. And look who I am today because of those tough times. It's, I always, yeah, put it to nature, like we have to backburn in order for there to be new growth and order there to be new life. So it's a little bit of reminding like that too. Those times they won't break us, but they'll make us who we are, and we choose that.
Yeah, I definitely do admire that for sure. And of course, guys, if you want to get a chance to go follow her, please feel free to do so. Hopefully, I won't butcher your Instagram because you know, it's a little bit difficult to be able to say. But if you guys want to get a chance to follow Miss Haley, as I'm getting ready to pull it up at the moment. All right, there it is. If you guys want to get a chance to follow Haley, feel free to do so at Hey L3Y Finlayson. Is that how I say it?
Yeah, Finlayson, yeah. So Haley, but the E in Haley is a 3 because of the magic number, and then Finlayson.
I mean, what a coincidence I actually have. I mean, even outside of the four, I mean, I actually have the three on myself. So I mean, it's kind of a
Yes.
coincidence.
Exactly where we're meant to be for this time. That's how I see it.
I don't know if it's signed that's saying that we was meant to have this interview or what, but I mean either way though it's definitely a blessing. And of course, once when I do get the highlights from this interview, you guys can go and follow her through me at the Fighting Queens, or if you're following from her side, you know what, we are the ambassadors of showing love to women of all sports, and you women definitely deserve it. And before I do get to my final question, I just want to say that it's been an amazing time. It's definitely been a fun time, and it's definitely been so honored to get a chance to know you, not only as a person, but also as a fighter. You are such an amazing human being. You're also an amazing mother. You're also
Thank
one
you.
badass fighter, and I am so proud of you, and you definitely deserve to be a part of the sport.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I am really proud of myself and what I've achieved as well. And I love what you're doing. I do think that it's people like yourself that are allowing us this opportunity to speak and share our story. That's how we inspire others. And that's what it's about, getting more women into the sport and showing them that anything is really possible and we can do it. We can achieve whatever we set our mind and our hearts to. So thank you for
And
having me on. I'm really, really appreciative of this time.
girl, don't get me blushing now. Come on, don't make me blush now. And by the way, definitely want to send a shout out to Brandon Coleman because he basically called me this ambassador, and I try to stay away from that word. I try to stay away from it, but I'm like, if I'm one of those that actually tries to show women love of all sports, I might as well call myself an ambassador. So, shout out to Brandon
I
Coleman
think
as far
take
as that
it,
goes.
boy. Yeah, own it. Like you're being a leader, and that's not easy to do. But look at you leading this space and giving us women from all different things to be able to talk on and show who we are. I think, yeah, that's what I'm like. I was so grateful to be able to take this opportunity and have a chat with you. Yeah, you support us, we support you. It's what you give out is what you're going to get back. So yeah, it's been great.
I I think you may be the first person that's actually called me a leader because I've been a follower but not a leader. So this is all new to me, y'all. This is
You
new to
can
me.
change at any point, right? Pivot. You got to pivot and make the angles.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So let's go ahead and get ready for our final question, shall we?
Let's do it.
Alrighty, so we all want to be recognized for something that we do in the sport. Me, when it comes to, I just want to be recognized as that one cheesy interviewer, giving the women like yourself the opportunity. But you, as a fighter, you want to be recognized for something different. So, my question to you is, what's something you want to be recognized for during a time of fighting?
That's a great question. Um, yeah, I would definitely think that you can um, well, when I first started, I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do that pro game. Like, very serious, but that's what I'm like. What I want to leave behind is that to be that little bit different, to be yourself, to be unique, to stand out and leave that legacy behind of just, yeah, fully believing in yourself. It doesn't need to make sense to anybody, but if you have a vision, then you can create whatever you want to create in this time. And I do want to leave a legacy behind of giving more people opportunities and opening doors for others. And yeah, just that equality as well. I think it's really, really important. So yeah, I want to be remembered for enjoying myself in the process too. I love to have a boogie. I think joy has to be a part of the process. So yeah, just trying to take away that serious and that like I'm going to put this person down. I'm like, that's not what I want to show my daughter. I want to show her that kindness and that humility as well along the journey. So yeah, exactly just who I am.
Well, at least you're not like one of the fighters that would tell their opponent that I'm gonna take your soul. Like a bare knuckle fight that happened. Well, let me tell you all this though. There was a press conference. It was a weigh-in for a bare knuckle fight, and the two girls. I mean, one pushed the other, and then the girl was like, "I will blanken, yourself," and then
Yeah.
said, "I will take your soul." The very next night, the person that she said that she will take their soul got knocked out TKO in the first round of the bare knuckle MMA fight, which is crazy.
Yeah, I think, look, if that's who you want to be and if it sells you your tickets, then go be it. But that's what I'm like, I'm going to live by that. I'm just going to be who I am. And if you like me, then you're on board. And if you're not, then you're not like where, yeah, when you're not my people, and that's okay. But I do believe as a mum as well, I need to show my daughter those things, and it's our actions and who we are. That's what makes us in this world. So I'm just going to stick by true to that, and I'm definitely not going to be taking anybody's soul.
Well, hey, I definitely do appreciate the fact that, I mean, I hope you're not taking my soul because, I mean, I do come in peace now.
Yeah, that's it. I'm like, after we fought, I think we both owe each other that respect as well. I was just talking about this one of my boxing girlfriends as well. I do think it's such a nice time to be able to thank the corner, win or lose, but we've both shared that space. We've both trained hard for that. So it's just that like respect. That's how I was brought up. So that's how I'm going to continue to be as well.
But of course, another thing too is that I'm very, very honored for the fact that we have had this opportunity to get a chance to go interview on not only both Millions and, of course, YouTube. But guys, before we do get a chance to have our final thoughts and comments, I gotta say, for having you on here, get ready for cheesy Jake. But I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy.
We're always worthy. It's what we, yeah, accept it. Open your arms and receive.
Uh, I believe it and receive it. And of course, we do before we do get to our final thoughts and comments. So once again, guys, if you want to get a chance to follow her on Instagram, make sure you guys go follow her at Haley instead of the E. It's a three. Finlinson on Instagram and all social media.
Thank you. Yes, I'm slowly building that platform. There will be more to come. Obviously, in between good internet quality connections and being a mum as well, because you know, mum is equals snack queen forever. So I do my best, but follow me, and I will be forever grateful.
Well, I mean, you're at 727 followers, and I definitely believe that we're going to try to get you up to 1K because you, my friend, definitely deserve
Yeah.
it. And it's just been such a blessing, such an amazing time. I'm so proud of you. I'm not only getting a chance to be proud to call you a supporter, but also a friend. It's definitely been a huge blessing. You'll really, truly, first of all, before we do get to our final thoughts and comments, shout out to Desley Robinson because that's actually how we connected was through her, by the
Yes.
way. And so shout out to
Des
her.
Army.
Des Army indeed.
Yes.
And so it's been a blessing. Do you have any final thoughts or comments you want to say?
I'm just really grateful for this time as well and to connect. That's what I do believe, it's that sharing stories. And I'll just reiterate my message again is have courage and take heart. Put yourself out there. You never know. Yeah, it's just about taking that first step. And then look at me 12 years later. You just keep going.
And the famous words of Drake, and I never thought I would use the Drake reference, but yet started from the bottom and now you're here.
That's it. I love that one. Started from the bottom,
Uh,
now we.
you're going to end up starting listening to that, and if you're going to start listening to that, at least tag me in your story when you do.
Watch out for the following story. So.
I'll have to keep my eye on that as well. But Haley, before we go, thank you so much for everything that you have done for not only for boxing, but just for just being such an amazing human being, an amazing mother, just everything that you are. You're such an inspiration. I'm so proud of you, and I cannot wait to see what happens next.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's what I would really value and appreciate people to jump on and follow the journey. I'm always, yeah, pivoting and changing and just allowing myself to grow and follow that. Yeah, there's opportunities opening constantly. And look at what those girls are creating for us here as women in Australia too. So follow along. It's going to be a good ride. Thank you so much for your
Hey,
time also.
I definitely am going to be following along. I got my invisible foam finger on me. I'll be a part of the ride for sure. Guys, that will do it here as far as the interview. And if you guys are watching on YouTube, please make sure to subscribe to that YouTube channel. I mean, a little bit of love, wouldn't mind at least. And of course, if you're on Millions, please follow me on Millions as well. We got more interviews. Oh, I should say, I hope there'll be more interviews to come. But until
You
then,
will.
for Miss Haley. I'm Jake saying so long, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you. Thanks, Jake.